Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Harbin.
Hey, and a big welcome back to my channel. I've just checked out of this hotel and I am in Harbin. Anyway, in the meantime, I arrived here in Harbin late last night, all the way from Guangzhou, and quite a difficult journey because Guangzhou was quite warm, and you know, how do you pack those warm clothings for the cold climate and still keep your luggage under the weight limit? Not easy. I carry everything in a backpack, have done for years, and if you've been following my channel, whether on WeChat channels or on YouTube, you'll notice that I frequently upload videos where I'm out exercising, where I fill this backpack up with 20-25 litres of water and go for a jog. That is because I know I backpack and I don't want it to be uncomfortable when I use it for travelling. That's the purpose, as well as keeping fit. Anyway, so I've just checked out of this hotel. The temperature at the moment is -14. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I've got about 4 kilometres to walk to the next hotel. And the reason for that is because this hotel was fully booked for tonight, and I could only get it one night. During this video, I'll show you some clips of what this area was like late last night. Quite dark and dingy, a little bit spooky in the sense that, hello. I had no idea where I was, and the street lighting was really quite poor. It's about 9:30 in the evening. The streets here are very, very quiet. I'm in the back streets. The hotel is very, very good, but it's not out there on the main street, so it's a bit cheaper. It's a bit rough. It reminds me a little bit of Detroit and some parts of Houston. I've been there in the evenings. They was a little rough too. And cold. Not as cold as this though. Is it safe? I don't know. Maybe I should be on my guard. Be a little bit careful, eh? I don't know. We'll see. I want to get my DJI out, but that takes a little bit more effort to get it up and running. So I'm sticking to the phone at the moment. Do forgive the quality. Maybe I can even upload this video on YouTube. It won't be in 4K, 1080p. So the quality's not quite so good. Do apologise about that. That's just life. One of the things that has amazed me, and I've been told by other people that do videos, the heating in these hotels is quite incredible. If you wear glasses or you're using cameras, you come out, or sorry, you go in, and the steam automatically appears on the lenses because it is so warm. Why can't the Western world afford to keep the heating like they do here? I don't know. I don't even know the source of the heating. Maybe some of you can tell me. You know, is it gas central heating? Is it electric windmills? I suspect not. I don't know. Really don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you know how the electricity or the heating is provided all the way up here in Harbin. Now, the main reason I'm in Harbin, well, is there a main reason? I'm in Harbin for several reasons. One, I want to see this ice city. Never seen it, only seen it in videos, and I thought, give it a go. You're in China, do some travelling. Now do I want to go that way? Hope I don't drop this camera. This is a sheet of ice here. Excuse me, when I look at the floor and not the camera. A sheet of black ice on the floor. Frightening. Yeah, so a couple of reasons why I'm in this part of the world. I want to see the ice city. Never seen it before in real life, and I want to see that. Got the opportunity to do it, so why not? And another reason is just a few years ago now, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I did Everest Base Camp, and when I was doing that journey, I met a family from Harbin. We've kept in touch on WeChat, and we're going to meet up here. How good is that, eh? Meeting someone you meet when you're out doing your travelling. It's great. Wonderful family, so let's hope they see this video either before we meet, or after, it doesn't really matter. But yes, the temperature's there. Strangely enough, when I did it, was not as cold as this. So far, it's a very interesting town. This is the first time I've seen it in the daytime. Something strange, something nice about it. Quite beautiful. Not the same kind of cold that you get back there in the UK. In the UK, when it's this cold, there's also an element of damp. And that damp is what really gets to the bones. This looks a bit like New York, doesn't it, really? Detroit, or some dilapidated part of the world. Now I've got to the main road, I need to access my phone to find out exactly where I am. Whether I go in that direction or that direction, I don't yet know. So I need to look at my map. And first I shall go down these steps into the sun. Local people certainly know how to dress. I haven't got a mask on. Whether I'll end up getting one, I don't know. The stores are always quite interesting. They have double doors to keep the heat in. So, without further ado, I'm going to nip into a shop, get a bite to eat, then continue my journey. We've all seen small cars in our life, and even smaller now, things are turning electric. Behind the camera now, there's a car. I can only guess it's a car. That I've never seen one so small as this. Let me show you what it's like in comparison to myself. With my backpack, I'm not much slimmer than this entire car. Look at that. That's really quite unbelievable. I don't know, maybe it's a motorcycle. That is tiny. Look at that, eh? Wonderful. Right, here's a disclaimer going to go on now. A disclaimer? What do you mean a disclaimer? I'm not young anymore. I'm reasonably fit, reasonably healthy. I've had several medicals to check out my health. I'm not a diabetic or anything like this. But this cold, I can only guess it's the cold, but it's not the altitude. My body feels fine, but I am extremely dizzy and feel like I'm going to pass out every couple of minutes. Very, very lightheaded. So I can only blame it on the cold. It is minus 14. So that's an incredible shock to the body, to the system. My ears are okay. My head's okay, but oh, they don't use indicators here. Crazy. But anyway, yeah, so maybe this happens to other people. I think it's normal when it's really, really cold. It affects the head. I've seen frozen food being sold on the streets because it's cold enough to keep the food frozen. This fruit here will stay fresh. I should have been on that side because the sun is over there. I'm in the shade. But I don't know how easy it's to cross the road up there, so I crossed the road further back because I need to be on this side to get to my destination. I caught a taxi from the airport last night to my hotel. It's not a particularly long journey. Cost me 97 RMB to the centre of Harbin from the airport. In comparison to DD, I probably could have got it a few RMB cheaper, but the taxis were waiting outside. I didn't feel I was ripped off. So this may not look much to you viewers there, but to me, because I've travelled a bit, this kind of area reminds me a little of Chicago. I was there in 2003, went there on my own, hiking around, well, looking around the city. Okay, there's no outdoor metro lines here, subway stations, what do you call them in America, but the temperature's much the same as it was. It feels that way anyway. The construction seems similar as well. Dark, cold, a little eerie. But one of the main differences between these streets here and the streets of Chicago is obviously going to be safety. I'm not trying to be, discredit Chicago in any shape or form. I know it's a pretty rough place. Although in 2003, I walked quite a bit around that city and never found any trouble whatsoever. But maybe today things have changed. Good Lord, 2003. Shit, that's 20 years ago. Oh, frightening. So I was 20 years younger. Maybe I just didn't see it because I was so confident. But anyway, yes, very, very cold temperatures at the moment. I've just checked it out. That shop I went into a few moments ago, a bit like a 7-Eleven, that's all. Wonderful chap working in there, gave me a hot cup of soup. Oh, good Lord, I don't know what it was, but it was absolutely gorgeous, free of charge. And I got my milk. My milk's in my jacket, a carton of milk, because I do like to have my noonai in the mornings. There's a little park here. Let's hope this is not ice. It's covered in snow. I think it's just unbelievable how cold the place can be. The coldest temperatures I've ever experienced have been minus 26. That was up there in Norway, doing some military training many, many years ago. And now we're at minus 12, but it will get to minus 20 something in the evenings, and especially when I get to the ice city either tomorrow or the next day. I've got a choice of getting a taxi there or a metro. If my body can take it, I will walk there. I like walking. You get to see everything. You get to see. One of the things I've seen about the people here, everyone's curious about cameras, like to say hi, put their head in front of it, although I haven't got any of them on camera yet, but they're all very curious and all very friendly. Show you what I can see. I've got a good memory for numbers. This bus number 131. We're still pretty close to the city centre, so if I ever see 131 again, I know it will bring me to the city centre. Also a bus number 206 and 46. I just remember bus numbers, and wherever I am, I'll jump on a bus. So, police officer looks quite warm. I've only seen one person so far with no gloves and woolly shoes and clothing. She was about, it was a she was about 180 kilograms in weight, quite content in her life, but walking around just like trainers and tracksuit, flesh exposed to the elements. Maybe her name is Orca. Orca. Da, 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 da. Bus number 46 again. Now I say that not for the camera but for me, because I've seen 3 of these bus numbers 46s and they're going into the town centre, so wherever I'm going today, tomorrow or the next day, doesn't really matter. If I see a bus number 46, I know it's going to get me into town. So I've been in Harbin now for a total of 16 hours. 8 of those hours were spent in a hotel. 6 of those hours were spent sleeping. Another 2 hours were spent trying to get Wi-Fi and look at YouTube. But anyway, so far so good. I'm going to be in Harbin for about 10 days. I've got no schedule that's compulsory. I'm just looking around the northern parts of China. I've got the chance to do it, and so I'm doing it. I hope to go from Harbin to Beijing, where it's a bit warmer. I'm sure it's about 5 degrees there at the moment. 5 degrees, which is 17 degrees warmer than it is here. 17 degrees is quite a lot. Oh, there's a lot of police officers here. I wonder if they say hi. Or if they're shy at cameras, I don't know. Let's say, hello guys. Hello. Hi. Hi. Can you say hi? Hi. 谢谢. 谢谢. Bye-bye. Well, they seem quite friendly. I haven't looked at the map for about 2.5 kilometres. I know it's in this direction. And it doesn't matter if I get lost. A lot of people, when you're travelling, you seem to think, oh, I must get there quickly. There's no rush when you're travelling. Really isn't. Get that DD or that taxi and miss everything. Miss the local people, miss the shops, the community, the culture. But if you get out and walk a bit brisk, keep your fingers warm, your feet warm, and especially if you're carrying a backpack, I wouldn't want to drag a suitcase around any town. But if you do get out and walk, you get to see so much of what it's really like. I will have a better understanding of this city than a lot of tourists that come here, stay in a lovely warm hotel, say hi to the receptionist 20 times and just go everywhere by car. Right, let's cross this road. There's a lot of police officers around, I don't know why. Maybe there's a police station nearby. Maybe, just maybe. Hello. Maybe James Blunt is coming here. James Blunt, are you coming here? I know you've done Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. Beijing. Are you going to come to Harbin? If you are, that'd be good. We can do some skiing together. I understand you're a good skier. Me too. I was a skiing instructor for 7 years, taught many people in Austria, Norway, cross country and downhill. Done a bit of racing myself. Probably not as good as you though. Definitely not as good as you, as you're 20 years younger than I, James Blunt. If you ever get a chance to watch this, maybe your promoter will tell you about it. She seems a wonderful person. She's done a good job on your tour of China. Right, I'm coming to a shopping centre and I may have to go in. Not because of the temperature outside, but because I want to see what it's like and I've still got 2 hours to kill. I found my apartment. Yes, apartment. I'm not renting a hotel. I'm renting, I'm not staying in a hotel. I'm renting an apartment room, which is registered as a hotel. For maybe a week, maybe 10 days. I'm not entirely sure yet, but this is the complex it's in. I've chose this type of place to stay in because, but anyway, that's going to be my video for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please tune in for my Harbin tour as I do many videos from this area. I've seen, actually before I end, I just want to say that I've seen, and you have, we all have seen many videos of the ice sculptures that they make here, and they are absolutely a dream, fantastic. It's becoming a bigger holiday resort than they suspected. Thousands of hotels here now because tourism is the key to Harbin's future, I guess. I don't know where I'm taking this. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye. I wonder if you can answer a few questions for me. What's it like living here in Harbin? Jenny? Oh my God, she hasn't turned her head once, so just ignoring me. Hey, Jenny. I don't know if her name is Jenny. Right, let's ask these two guys for directions. Don't know what's up with them. Got nothing to say. White face. Should be illegal.